Hello everyone, this is Entourmology back with another episode of Entourmology. Today, the specimen we are going to be looking at is Cantharis rustica. This is my Cantharis rustica specimen. It's the fourth in my collection, and it was collected on the 27th of May 2018. It's in the order Coleoptera, which means it's a beetle, the family Cantharidae, which means it's a soldier beetle, and it has the scientific name Cantharis rustica, which means it's a... well, it doesn't have a common name, it means it's a Cantharis rustica. Its IDing features is that it is 9 to 13 millimeters long, this one is 12 millimeters long. It has a black shiny elytra, red and black femurs, so that's this bit here, black tibia and tarsi, so that's these lower bits here, and the head is mostly black, as you can see. It has black on the top of its head and red on the front of its head. I can't remember what those bits are called, I'm very sorry. Pronotum, which is the plate that covers the thorax, is mostly red with a black marking at the centre or near the top. Similar species include other cantharids, such as Ancestronica abdominalis, which is generally larger with a size of 11 to 14.5 millimeters. It has a completely black middle hind legs. It's more orange than red, and is black at the anterior and posterior sides of the pronotum and not the middle. Cantharis fusca, which is generally larger, 10 to 15 millimeters, has completely black and middle hind legs, black tibia and tarsi of the front legs. Tarsi of the front legs are dark red, and there's a depression in the middle of the pronotum, and the black coloration on the pronotum is more towards the anterior, the front. There is Cantharis lateralis, which is smaller, 4.5 to 7.5 millimeters. The coloration is more orange than red, and it has mostly orange legs, with no black markings on the pronotum. Cantharis nigricans, which is more orange than red, front and middle legs are completely orange, the femur of hind legs are mostly orange and is somewhat slimmer. There's Cantharis obscura, which is more orange than red, legs mostly black, and the pronotum has more black than orange. And finally Cantharis pellucida. It has completely orange front and middle legs and femurs on its hind legs, and orange tarsi, and is much slimmer. Mine, as you can see, is completely missing its right front leg and the tarsi of its right middle leg. The life cycle of Cantharis rustica starts out with eggs being laid into damp soil early June time. They hatch after about 1 week. Larvae feed on snails, worms, and other insect larvae by injecting paralyzing venom into them. They're cold tolerant, and you may be able to see them crawling along the surface of snow, and for this behaviour they've been called snow worms. However, in more cold weather, they can be found under logs or in leaf litter. They pupate underground until May of next year, and then the adults emerge late May. The adults feed on small insects and sometimes nectar and pollen, particularly of umbellas, and are found throughout Europe towards Russia. They are widespread throughout the south of the UK and less so more northwards. Their habitats include grasslands, woodland borders, parks, and gardens. You've made it to the end of the video now. I'd just like to thank you for watching this episode of Entourmology. If you enjoyed it and or learned something new, be sure to like and share the video, and perhaps subscribe to the channel if you're interested in learning more about insects, or maybe watch some of my other videos. As always, my name is Entourmology, and you have been watching Entourmology here on my channel. Goodbye!